Hey, Alter Distaggio, back at you with the Castle Clash video. Yeah, it's been a while, has it not? The game has changed quite a bit. I've actually still been playing the game for months and months and months, even though I did take a little bit of an interlude and doing some Hearthstone stuff. But, by the way, while I talk, let me just run a Here Be Monsters. I don't know. Let's go with the P. Oh, geez, look at this. There's this new thing in the way. I gotta zoom in a little. Started using Moltanica here, the dragon, instead of Minotaur on Here Be Monsters. I don't know what my base is capable of doing right now, so let's just start with P because I think that's pretty much a easy win as I continue to talk. A lot of things have happened. Guild Dirty is basically just down to one member, and I basically closed that guild out, or sort of let it hibernate. It's hibernating is what I'll say. And Buried Deep is where I am resided now. That's sort of a mid-tier guild. I think we're just unlocked to like level 7 or 8. And so we're not fully unlocked, which allows us to pretty much always get 640 shards per torch battle, which is nice. It's got kind of the average might, I would say, somewhere around between maybe 60 and 80,000. Maybe give or take a little bit. So feel free to join that guild. I'm not really going to recommend that guild for you if you are like a 100,000 plus might player. I'm going to recommend that guild though. If you like having fun, it's a very social guild. They chat a lot. I can't keep up with anything, to be totally honest with you. I wish I could. Getting back in the groove of things here. I have been leveling my base. I've been getting my builders going. I've been raiding. I've been doing the daily quests. I've been doing everything to try to catch up, try to learn this game, and try to return to my former glory. You know what I'm saying here? I'm trying to return. You know, I've been looking at the YouTube videos I do follow a couple of folks, and I just feel like it's time. It's time to come back. It's time to come back. I have stopped playing Hearthstone. Not that I don't like the game. I love the game. I really love this game too, and maybe I love this game more. And I love this game for a few reasons. I still think game is much better than Clash of Clans, is what I'm trying to say there. You know what? There's just no way I can play that game. It's just so boring. I cannot believe it's got the popularity that it has compared to this game. I mean, what about it? What is it about that game where people think it's better than this one? Clash of Clans is simply not better than Castle Clash, in my opinion. Castle Clash keeps getting better, more game modes, more things to do. You know, there's less downtime. There's actually, I would say this, there's zero downtime in this game. So there's less of a reliance on troops and raiding, and more of a reliance on all these other cool game modes like Here Be Monsters, which I'm running right now, obviously. And there's just so many other things. Dungeons keep getting. I'm terrible at dungeons. I think I've mentioned that in some of my really old videos. I'm just not good at that. And so I do look forward to having you guys help me get through the dungeons. But I will show you my misery and pain. I'm only on expert dungeon like 5 or 6 right now, and it's really hard for me to beat the bosses. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm just terrible in dungeons, okay? What else can I say? There's Here Be Monster Way P5. There we go. 380,000 experience. I don't have all... In total here, we got 627,000 experience and 70 shards. And, you know, I'm just going to run that again while I can keep kind of talking to you about a couple things. This is what I do. I log in. I run my Here Be Monsters. I do my quest if they're up. I'll go in and I will do... I'll do a Lost Battlefield, I'll do a little Lost Realm, do a little Storm Mesa. I don't really have a perma group anymore. I can't quite figure out what the heck this guild is doing in terms of perma groups, and I don't really have time to like follow a bunch of Gen-wise thought patterns because it gets a little co-jumbled in my opinion. I shouldn't say that. I love this guild. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just you know, too old of a guy to be in there. Not that I'm super old or anything. It's just a little bit different speed of communication, I guess is the way to put it. But you know what? I am missing. Oh my lord, I am missing so much. I am missing so much, guys. I am missing so much. Okay, I'm missing him. Okay, I'm missing so much. Pause, pause, pause. Alright guys, wave P1 just passed there on this base. This is a corner base. Remember the B-52 base? Wow, you guys probably have no idea if you've recently subscribed to me. By the way, thanks for all the comments that have essentially been the reason I have come back. I just reviewed comments, seriously, hundreds, maybe thousands of comments on older videos, obviously, because I haven't posted a new video on Castle Clash in a super long time, so obviously it's all old. I'm playing on BlueStacks right now, by the way, and so it's a little laggy, and I'm not a huge fan of playing on BlueStacks, but I think this is the best way for me to catch you up to where I'm at, because I am probably behind many of you now, because I had not been playing for some time. I mean, I have been playing, but I hadn't really been doing my Here Be Monsters, and so I don't have any level 180s, for example. It's probably the key, kind of one of the key things to know about my current account. I do have some level 21 buildings. You can see those arrow towers are level 21. My town hall is getting leveled to 21. Some of those hero bases are up to level 21. All my walls are blue. Alright, instead of being blue and red. So they're blue and red for so long. They're finally blue. And if you guys recall, it took me a long time to get a Vlad Dracula. I've been trying to roll for so many things for so long, and finally got... I had Santa Boom kind of before Vlad Dracula. Finally got Vlad Dracula. Alright guys, so let me tell you where I'm at here. Wave P4. Now I'll do Q after this as I talk. Here's the deal, guys. I don't have Warlock. Now, out of all the things I don't have, what do I want? Well, there's quite a few things I don't have. I'm just going to start there. So Warlock, let me tell you why he's good, why I want him. I won't give you my final priority. Maybe you guys can help me with a priority. It doesn't matter. I'm going to roll all my gems, and we get what we get, right? That's kind of how it's going to work. Warlock's skill is pretty interesting. Okay, he's got this ability, as many of you know, a fire shield, where if you have a revitalize 5 on him, he'll proc immediately within 30 seconds during defending a raid, and also during arena raids, dungeons, and things like that. It gets automatically activated as soon as his energy bar hits 100%. So if he has revitalize 5, it's already at 100%, and it will activate, a couple seconds after the bar is full in certain modes. And anyways, what his ability is, though, is he does a little bit of a burst to 3 enemies around him and reduces their movement speed a little bit as well. But the main reason you all want him is because he lets his allies have a sort of a damage deflection and also have immunity to 1 debuff. So he's sort of a protection, I guess we'll call him a protection hero. He protects your team, so he's good in things like game modes such as... right here, right, where you're trying to get these and trying to hold these altars and trying to get these blue gems so you can continually raise up your abilities. So that's one game mode, I'll say. Lost Realm, where you want this. Arena, Lost Battlefield, etc., etc., etc. There's lots of reasons. I'll take you through this game mode in another video. I'm just going to keep running Here Be Monsters as I kind of just let you know where things are at. Maybe this is where you're at. Maybe this isn't where you're at. Maybe you have Warlock. Maybe I shouldn't want Warlock. You tell me, okay? I'm not the expert here. You guys have been playing more than me. So I'm coming back. I'm commentating. I see a need in the market for someone such as myself, that can... hopefully, at least entertain, but maybe even impart a small degree of wisdom upon y'all. I've never really claimed to be a wisdom imparter. I've been more of an entertainer. I'm not like a super uber account or anything, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that means I'm more like your account. Maybe I'm not like your account. Maybe I want to revitalize, no pun intended, revitalize. Maybe I want to revitalize my free-to-play series. Maybe this is just a video of me rambling, and everyone's going to thumbs down it because I've come back after such a long time, and literally some people thought I was dead, which is funny. Anyway, so Warlock, okay, so Warlock, yes. I don't feel like I need him the most, I guess is where I'm going. Harpy Queen is actually... really interesting hero as well. I do not have Harpy Queen, and with her fast energy recovery ability where she fills up 100% of her energy bar on each swing, which basically means her ability procs. So it does still have a cooldown of a couple seconds, but she does do a little burst damage to 3 foes and reduces their attack and their speed by a certain percentage, and that percentage goes up as you level up her ability. So at 10 of 10, deals 220% damage to 3 foes, reduces their attack speed 55% for 3 seconds, and she has Revitalize 5. So basically a debuffer, and she's good in pretty cool game modes, actually quite a few game modes, Torch Battles, Arenas, Lost Battlefield, etc. Even actually I would say she's extremely good in Here Be Demon, a component of Lost Realm. Guild bosses, obviously, Expert Dungeons, Yeah, so she's very good at tanking, clearing waves of units too, and here be monsters. And so, but do I really want her the most? I'll probably say no on that one. And so, what do we got next? We got Skull Knight. And what about Skull Knight? So, he's the fastest attack speed, fastest movement speed. He's got tons of hit points. And I'm not sure where they are with all the evolve thing. He also comes with a level 8 revive. He's this guy that's like essentially a super tank, and his ability makes him stronger as it procs. Does have a super huge cooldown, 12 seconds. And it also does it limits the amount of damage that can be done to him for a certain number of seconds. So he's like a super tank, and probably make you song in quite a few game modes where you need a tank like that, or you just want some sort of beefy presence on your board. Only all these heroes so far only available through rolling gems, which is a little bit of an annoyance. So here, wave Q5, by the way. Let's go zoom in a little bit. I'm just curious. Yeah, I took Minotaur out because he kept clearing all the waves and leaving, like, a little archer over here on a, level 21 mine or something. So I switched him to Multanica, and I don't know if it's been doing me good here or anything, but obviously here we cleared wave Q5. I probably should have been farming Q the whole time instead of P, which is pretty funny. Not that I got much experience there, so let's just keep going here. R, I don't even know if I've beat R more than once. It's been a while since I've run R, so yeah, let's just let it play in the background as I talk about Skull Knight. In fact, I'm going to move off Skull Knight here and move on to something else. Alright, Dread Drake. This is like your ultimate stun machine. Legendary hero, obviously. Only acquirable with gems. Super fast movement speed. One of the highest hit points of all. Some people call him a pirate captain, but also some people, the Pumpkin Duke used to be called a pirate too, so it's a little bit confusing, but what we all need to know is that he's the dirtiest sailor ever. And maybe I was right when Guild Dirty set its flag to the anchor. Maybe I was anticipating a hero such as Dread Drake with his cannon blast ability, where he just lobs his cannons and stuns everyone. What can he do up 10 to 10? Like 10, I think it's one per level or something like that. It goes from 4 all the way up to 10, so it does stay at 6 a couple, So it does a bunch of damage to between 4 and 10 random targets and stuns them. That doesn't change. It's always 1.5 seconds. And you can see him like lagging out here a little bit, but that's alright. That's because I'm on BlueStacks and I've got a lot of issues right now. There's a bunch of applications updating right now. Okay, R does not look so good right here. But hey, Q is done pretty well. Also, Dread Drake negates a bunch of damage taken for a certain period of time, 2.5 seconds, and his cooldown's only 3 seconds. He also has, of course, level 5 Revitalize and fast energy recovery, so he's essentially your stun machine. And look at that. Atlanticor and Snowzilla, sort of that Gen 1 legendary hero, and then just crazy heroes started coming out like Dread Drake, and it's like they're like the Gen 2 uber advanced awesome heroes of awesomeness. And you can see I'm at 117,000 might here, needing all these heroes. But to be totally and completely honest with you, the hero that I feel like I need and want the most is Ares. I think Ares and Harpy Queen and some of these ones that can actually let me hold an altar for more than 8 minutes would be awesome. But I've just really always felt the need. I actually did agree before I went on my big ultimate vacation. I did agree that he's awesome and I need him, and he looks really awesome once evolved. I have no evolved heroes, and again, your account is probably cooler than my account at this point. And I don't even have under 20,000 might. That's how lame and dirty I am. I'm not even quite there yet. If you go look at my altar, the last newish hero that I got, which was also a bit late, was Death Knight. I mean, he's not so good in too many game modes. I mean, unless you have like a Revite on him, he might be real nice to make everyone immune. Put him in the front of your line, get immunity on all your dudes. And go in there on some of the player versus player game modes. Obviously, I do have that Destroyer. He's not actually very good, in my opinion, as well. So it's really like the last great hero, I'd say, the game-impacting hero that I got was this guy right here, Vlad Dracula, where I got his, working on his Blood Banquet up to 8 of 10. with revive. And I mean, maybe I'll take the next video and I'll go through all my heroes, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm alive and this is where I'm at, and this is a super long video, and let me know what you think. And if you want me to make this return permanent, let me know with a like or a comment. That would be really awesome. I read them all now. I will read every comment on this video, potentially respond to them as well, especially if you have a question or if you have guidance on my account. And maybe next video I'll explain my account a little bit more. So as always, keep it dirty and dirty up. Oh my lord, I haven't said that in so long. It feels so good. Feels so good to say that. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up. Yes, that's what we want. Maybe it's not. I don't know.